Good morning, my friends. So I am going to do a reading workshop lesson with you. And as much as I wish we were doing this in the classroom and we were reading together, this is going to have to do. So what we are going to practice today as readers is when we read our books, sometimes we might get distracted. Sometimes we might have to talk to our teacher or talk to a parent or talk to another adult. Sometimes something in the book will remind us of an experience that we once had, and then we lose track of our reading. Or sometimes we might just read the book or read a page in the book wrong. So something readers do is that we just reread the page that we either made a mistake on or where we left off on before getting distracted. So I'm going to read you one of my current favorite books, and I know I read this to you in school, but I think it's so funny that I want to read it again. And remember, it's totally fine to reread our books because that helps us become even better readers when we reread books over and over again. So I'm going to read you the book, We Don't Eat Our Classmates by Ryan T. Higgins. We don't eat our classmates. Penelope Rex was nervous. It's not every day a little T-Rex starts school. What are my classmates going to be like? Will they be nice? How many teeth will they have? This was very important. I wonder why she's thinking about how many teeth they're going to have. I guess dinosaurs have a lot of teeth. Penelope's mom bought her a new backpack with ponies on it. Ponies were Penelope's favorite because ponies were delicious. Penelope's dad packed her a lunch of 300 tuna sandwiches and 1 apple juice. Imagine having a lunch that big, 300 tuna sandwiches. But I guess dinosaurs eat a lot. Finally, the big day came, and Penelope Rex was very surprised to find out that all of her classmates were children. She looks very nervous. So she ate them because children are delicious. Could you imagine a T-Rex coming into your room and just eating you because he thinks you're delicious? Penelope Rex, said Mrs. Noodleman. We don't eat our classmates. Please spit them out at once. So she did. The illustrations are one of my favorite parts of this book because I find them very funny. Oh, you know what? I think I lost track. Let me just reread this page to make sure I understand exactly what happened. Penelope Rex, said Mrs. Noodleman. We don't eat our classmates. Please spit them out at once. So she did. It was not the best way to start school. Still, Penelope was determined to have a good first day. I don't know if all of her classmates are very happy with her. She tried hard making friends at recess. She's at the end of the slide with her mouth open. So when the kids go down the slide, she could eat them. She finger painted some of her best work. Oh my goodness. And she even saved Griffin Emery a seat at lunch. You can sit here. And she's pointing to her plate. Would you sit with her if she asked you to on the first day? I'd be pretty hesitant considering she tried to eat me already once. Penelope started to notice everyone was making friends but her. It was lonely. I feel bad for Penelope, even though it was kind of her fault that she tried to eat her friends in the first place. When she got home, her dad asked about her first day of school. I didn't make any friends, Penelope cried. None of the children wanted to play with me. Penelope Rex, her father asked, did you eat your classmates? Well, maybe, sorta, just a little bit. Sometimes it's hard to make friends, said her dad, especially if you eat them. You see, Penelope, children are just the same as us on the inside, just tastier. That gave Penelope a lot to think about. I wonder what she's going to do. The next day, Penelope tried really hard. But poor Penelope, she could not stop herself from eating her classmates. Mrs. Noodleman, Penelope ate William Amato again. Oh, poor Penelope. And they were all afraid of her. Except Walter. Walter was a goldfish. So Penelope tried to make friends with him. Will you be my friend? Chomp! Oh no. Oh my goodness, what happened? Eee! Cried Penelope, he's eating my finger! Ah! No, Penelope's finger's all bandaged up. Once Penelope found out what it was like to be someone's snack, she lost her appetite for children. Even when Cece Woodman spilled barbecue sauce all over herself. Oh, I skipped part of the page. That's okay. Readers just go over the page that they may have made a mistake on. She stopped eating her classmates, even when Cece Woodman spilled barbecue sauce all over herself. That makes a lot more sense now. And soon, Penelope made friends. Found you! Want brownies? I helped make them. Now, even when children look especially delicious, she peeks at Walter and remembers what it's like when someone tries to eat you. And Walter the goldfish stares right back at her and licks his lips. Because dinosaurs are delicious. The end. Okay, readers, so what I want you to remember is when you're reading your books today and always, if you get distracted or you might make a mistake on the page, or you might read the word wrong, that's okay. We just reread the page that we made the mistake on or left off on. And that's what makes us better readers. So I want you to try and use this strategy today and always. All right, happy reading.